All right, welcome back to another segment. This time around, we are going to be running through the weekend review. What happened during the weekend, games that were scary, and things happen in the weekend. And also, we are in the Champions League week. The UEFA Champions League week. We have teams like Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, you name it, you understand? But there's one particular big club, so-called big club, past glory, big club. They can't really relate to the Champions League, you understand? But before we push forward, please do well to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, because on this channel we'll give you trendy football updates and 100% Chelsea. How you see this weekend? How the weekend been go for you? Which one?
No, people go tell me, people go they expect me to say I've been doing very sad. But for me, I feel it was a fair weekend. Like you get what you deserve. Exactly. That was just what happened this weekend. It was nothing too big happened. But everything will happen, we didn't really expect them to happen, except from we, the Blues, that just had some misconception among the players and the rest of the scene. But it was a fair weekend for me.
Okay.
So more started to talk about the games. Like
they expect Arsenal to win for us.
Sure. Remember now, we've been talking for a year. I told you that Ange should not set his mind that he wants to prove a point at Emirates Stadium. Certainly, you cannot prove a point at Emirates Stadium. It would have been more preferable or better if they were playing at Nottingham Forest home. And looking at Arsenal, the Arsenal squad, how compactable their defense, their midfield, even their attack line is. Guy, you're not expecting Nottingham Forest to see a draw. Remember, I said that day that if Nottingham Forest gets a draw, it means that they have done a very, very good job. But I was not really surprised about the results. It was a good one from Arsenal.
Okay. Chelsea, Brentford.
Yeah. Yes, you are the Blues, but I was a bit disappointed at the results. But this is what this is everything I could conclude after the game. Maresca did a very good job. Yes. He did what every other coach would have done. We bought these boys for money. Hato was about 40-something million pounds. We bought Hato for about 40-something million pounds. We signed Gittins for about 50-something million pounds. We brought in Buonanotte on loan. Wesley Fofana has been off for a while. Yes, he's not supposed to play Wesley Fofana as a right back. Yes, we understand. But, okay, everybody should have a taste of the game. The Brentford team is too weak. For me, I feel they are too weak to even get a draw with Chelsea, even in their home. Now, I was coming to someone, I was like telling the person now, let's assume that this was a Brentford where Mbemo was here, Wissa was here. They would have finished. Frank, they would have finished us. Even without Frank, let's just say Wissa and Mbemo.
With that kind of first half start.
We don't collect like 2-3. But I was very happy that Maresca came to realize the error earlier, and second half he had to Mona come out. He had to flush some of those starters, Now, one thing I even realized was that these boys are not ready. They are not ready to play. The new signing, they are not ready to play. They are not ready, because if they are ready, they will not do that nonsense they did against Brentford. I see people putting blame on Maresca that why is he resting players? For crying out loud, do you know who is Hato? The first left back, the first fullback of Ajax. And we know the strength of Ajax. They are Champions League club. This Ajax has been a good club over the years, and we are buying their left back that can also navigate as a center back, their best. And he's coming here to give us this type of results. Just in your first game that they are starting you. Now, take a look at, let me not talk about Gittins first, but I'm not, yes, he tried. But this is Chelsea, this is not Leicester. This is Chelsea, this is not Brighton. Then Gittins, for crying out loud, who is Gittins? Jesus.
You sure whether they know robots?
I like... For sure, I can beat my chest very well to tell you that certainly Gittins will chop bench. He will too chop bench.
He go to chop
because bench. I think Maresca has not been playing him for some of our game. After the first game,
they bring him small.
They bring him. But he just wanted to see if he can give something different. No, you say we get Champions League. I come, you be a good player. You don't play for a big club like Dortmund. You're not supposed to come and do that nonsense where you come to do against a club like Brentford. A weak Brentford side.
Playing without confidence.
Exactly. Now talking about for me, Wesley Fofana, he should carry that his injury and get out of Chelsea by January. With that his injury leg, he should carry all of them and get out from Chelsea. Because this is actually the pain I was going through. That first half, I could not. It was as if I should enter into the international and punch. I just wanted to go to England. I just wanted to go to Brentford Stadium and do something in that field. But I never had the opportunity. If I had the opportunity, I would have said, I swear to God, I would have injured one player. Either Gittins or Wesley Fofana. One of them would have not escaped the injury because it was so annoying. Thank God I was not even yourself to talk after the match because that match was very annoying. Now, second half. You don't see when we say that there is a presence Palmer has in Chelsea. I think people fail to realize that, but when Palmer came in, James came in, we saw the stability of the game. Everywhere stable. When they bring Cucurella, you see and see that wing everywhere. Though the winger that was running there, what's that guy's name? He was giving Cucurella one or two issues, but at least the game was stable. We came back, Palmer scored. Yes, Palmer missed. God, Palmer. If Palmer had finished those two good chances that he had. It was it. We were winning 2-1, and
but people are saying that Tosin messed up in that game seriously.
Exactly. You just reminded me of something. Now, after watching Chalobah and Kowi, and I have taken my time to watch Tosin and Chalobah, I have come to a conclusion that the best chemistry in terms of our CB is Chalobah and Kowi. I bet you that if it was Chalobah, that guy for no score that goal. That guy.
That first goal.
Even the one against which club was that? Fulham. Yeah, that they cancelled the goal. If it was Chalobah, you know go fit comot Chalobah like that. Tosin is good, yes. Area balls is good. He knows how to give through balls. But it is not enough. Look at this part that you are weak in. Work on that part. Now your weakness then do you for the first game. You for don't learn. You for not the kind that type of mistake come second game. You should be say you want block boy. You go to bend. I don't be saying that even 1-on-1 with keeper. You were there. That boy is fast. Yes, Shad is fast. He's a very fast player, but you are already ahead of him. Mark that boy. Come on that ball from his leg. The game was very all thanks to Chalobah. All thanks to Caicedo. All thanks to Kopama. I think Maresca has to restructure. I really don't know why is he bringing Tariq George. See, Maresca, I think you should remove this sentiment of players. I don't know that I see they get this player sentiment. No, they carry George, they come feed. You don't bring George. We would have won that game if Maresca had brought in Garnacho when he removed that Gittins. We would have won that game. Nobody for day and now they talk say we did fifth. Yes, we know say the table they open, but you guys collect the points early. Now, what's the importance with that? Collect those points early. Brentford they did too weak. They be small boys. They're literally not playing anything. Their defense were not even compactable. It was not intact. They were just anywhere, and when they had the chance, they go and they score. Even that second goal, they score. Immediately, James Vin kicked that ball. Neto had Neto been there in good position to kick the ball, come out, go front. And Neto just allowed the ball to go through. I just say, I sit down for where they watch the ball, say, why Neto no kick this ball, come out? I never even talk finish and then stone that ball inside. They don't equalize 2-2. Who does that? Look at Garnacho's presence. You are going to bring in George. Bringing in George to do what? Bringing in George. Why you come up Pedro? Why you know Pedro na defender? And if you observe, if the person where they watch Chelsea game, see that president they score that goal. Anytime when they play corner or they play free kick when they want to attack Chelsea, Pedro they always stand for that post side. Pedro they stand for there. Pedro they always stand for there. You go come out now they bring in George. Waiting George.
No, they don't come out João Pedro now.
They come out João Pedro for the game. Bringing Garnacho.
João Pedro didn't come out.
Then we come out when who then come out even bring in George. Then come out. You get person then come out bring in George. When I Gittins so then come out bring in George.
They come out Gittins bring in George. Then Pedro come they go play.
Come bring Garnacho. Now George as Garnacho enter George now can go they play 9. I don't want to express my anger for that match because that match really anger me. That was the only mistake Maresca made, bringing in George to do what? And Gittins should not be coming into that field again. He should only be coming when you are winning 3-0. You should not be coming to that field to be playing ball until he's ready to have sense.
He's supposed to play against Lincoln to build momentum.
Yes, making the play now those type of competition and waiting fit and for Chelsea.
But we spent £15 million to sign Gittins.
And they will surely regret it. Because you had chances of signing good wingers. Yes, we don't say this money is a problem, but they see the essence of quality. The payment and the problem, but are you not seeing the essence of quality? Why you no go give Liverpool fans to open mouth? Why Liverpool fans don't go open mouth talk? It's not about how much the player want to earn. It's about the quality the player can attach to the team. Now you go to sign Gittins when you can collect less than 100,000 pounds a week or like 100,000 pounds a week, and he's not giving us anything.
But maybe tomorrow he might come good.
Tomorrow. What if tomorrow is too late? Because it happened to Cucurella and Caicedo does not mean it will literally happen to Gittins. Because we have already had players that are worse. Like when they came, they were worse, and they continue to be worse till we were able to set them out of the team. It was just very annoying, I beg.
All right. Pushing further, the Manchester City. But before we enter the Man City, the Liverpool game, that was an escape draw.
You see that L that starts Liverpool, that beginning L and that last L. Those two L are speaking for them. They are lucky. In fact, they are very, 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 very lucky. Their own luck, then lock them with padlock. Like then to get luck. Because literally, Burnley has defended everything in the world.
Just how many minutes?
Everything in the world. I supported Burnley with my whole spirit. I supported Burnley with my whole heart. I almost cried when I saw that penalty and that Hannibal. Yes, they had to bring him because Anthony was tired. He was tired. And I think he had a little issue with his leg. So he had to go out. So bringing you in, for me, I felt it was that red card that, what's his name? Our boy, Ugochukwu had. That was what affected them.
But Ugochukwu would have given him that red card
since. Now, the truth was that if Ugochukwu was here on the field, that Hannibal was not supposed to be at that position in the 18-yard box. Because I followed up that match strategically. What I observed is that those front players, they are always outside the 18-yard box in case the ball pulls out front, they can push attack. But since Ugochukwu was already out of the game, so that lapses has already been created. So that Hannibal has to cover up that lapses. But there's no need for the explanation. Liverpool just get luck. That's just what I have to say.
The Man City.
Sheki injury. What's his name again? Mamouche injury. And you are still conceiving 3-0. For sure. I think Man City now has a point in their squad that will be very difficult for most Premier League clubs to make them conceive goal, which is Donnarumma. Because Man U tried though. I will not lie for you. Why they tried? I can't. Their slogan me say we they play ball. We play them. We play them. You they play. Now you they lose. Now you they play. Now you they lose. Who does that? But Donnarumma had wonderful saves. And one thing I tend to realize was that Haaland still remains incomparable. I don't know who has the explanation of a striker that exceeds Haaland's quality, because the guy is so terrible. But that was a good one. I was expecting Man City to win Man U, and certainly they won it. I think Man U should be preparing to sack Amorim because
he's not ready to change his philosophy.
It's not even about being ready, because he will still lose next week. This week.
How are you sure that Chelsea will beat?
Come and see. let me just say like that. You come and see.
All right. Before we go, let's just peep through the Champions League.
Yeah.
One of those moments that's... Are you prepared to face Bayern?
Yeah.
But before I talk about are you prepared to face Bayern,
Yeah.
looking at Chelsea so far, will you say that Chelsea have a very good squad depth?
like this Chelsea, sometimes they keep us in a kind of shallow position to be boastful of them. The only thing that gives us that boost when we talk about Chelsea is because of we won the Club World Cup. And that was, thank God they achieved that trophy. But talking about the squad depth, for me, I would say there's depth in the squad since Kopama is back. There's depth in the squad, but
it's not convincing.
It's not convincing, exactly, because now I'm being skeptical about our attackers. That's just why I'm having problem. I'm being skeptical about our attackers. Now, on Sunday morning, I and one of my friends, we had a very serious conversation about the Chelsea match, why Chelsea drew Bayern Munich, and how Chelsea is going to approach why Chelsea drew Brentford, and how Chelsea is going to approach Bayern Munich. Now, he then stated something to me. He said that, yes, we might feel that what our coach did was bad, benching 2 right backs because of his having a Champions League. But the truth is that Maresca is going to approach Bayern Munich the way he approached PSG during the finals. And what was the formation? Gusto will be at the right back, while James is playing the midfield with Caicedo. And when you said it, I just saw the truth in it. Because there was actually no reason for you to bench 2 right back to be playing Fofana as the right back. So I think beyond what we are thinking, Maresca has deeper plans. I will not say that Chelsea is not ready to face Bayern. Yes, even though the squad depth is not really convincing because of the left wing side. That's just my problem. The left wing side, I don't know, but if he approached the game just as he approached the PSG game, then we are having the likes of Eusebio in the bench, having the likes of Garnacho in the bench. I think I'm a bit confident that it will be a good one for us.
You have entered the game properly, but I never wanted you to enter the game. I just asked, do you think Chelsea have a very good squad depth?
Yeah, we do have a squad depth, but I will not say a very good squad depth. I will say we have an average squad depth for now, because it's not really convincing for me. When I look at Arsenal's squad depth, I say no. When I look at Liverpool's squad depth, now let me just tell you something about Arsenal. Look at Arsenal; they did not play Declan Rice during the weekend, but playing the game, and as the game was going on, we see Declan Rice coming in. We're like, oh more. Even person where they come out, they bring person way pass them. You get that kind of scenario. So nobody says they come in any lapses, people go they fear say Rice na Rice. Even though the bench to be men, the Rice they start. Even though Rice come out, they know say person will go feel hold that Rice point day. No guard day. Okay, look at their defense line. Kiwi already they call that boy. You get one boy they replace Saliba. See the quality of that boy. He has been sitting in the bench, but he was given the platform, and that boy has really showed himself as fire.